Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, and this is the first video from the playlist we just start about the problem solving. So the playlist called challenge with myself about problem solving, topics like data structure and the algorithms. So I want to try to solve problem online, and as I said always in each video, my solution is not the perfect or the optimal solution. I try to work hard to care about the space and the time complexity. So I will record every single video, and the platform that I use for now is called the Neetcode. So a platform similar as LeetCode, maybe some problems similar as LeetCode, but I see is really good for the beginner and not complex to use, recover every topics uh, on problem solving. So I think this is really good platform. I will add the link in the description below. So now let's focus and start read the problem and try to solve this problem. So the problem called valid anagram. So given to string. So the problem related with string. We have two string s and t. So return true if two string are anagram of each of the otherwise return false. So what is the anagram? Here anagram is string that contain the exact same character and another string, but the order of the character can be different. Okay, I understand. So this is two string. He returns true because the character that contain or string that contain the character same as the second string contain the character, and for the second returns false because some character j and j, okay, some character are not much for both string. For example, here we have r and we have a, so doesn't match, so we return false. So now what let's draw the problem to understand the solutions. For example, let's make the, so we have two string, we have race and we have sale. We have race and we have sale. Let's make this lowercase. Let's see the constraint. So one smaller than mass of land t dot land smaller or equal than 5 multiple 10,000, sorry, 10 power 4. Okay, so s and t consist lowercase English letter. Okay, so let's go to extra draw, and we want first to compare each character or element character from the first string with the second, and if we find, so we return true, or maybe not return true, but for example for the first character with all of the string, so we want to compare, so to find the character in the second string and return a boolean value. So if we find the character in the second string, we return true, and otherwise if we don't find, we return false. First, the first idea I just think is to use brute force, so to check all of the elements of this second string and compare with the R. So in C++, I think contains return not the value of the string but return the index. So let's go to code and to just convert the idea into the code and see the problem maybe can happen. So first, I want to loop for character e in as the first string. Okay. Now we want to check if the e we can find in the second string. So t won't contain e. So here return the index, not the value. For example, 1, 2, etc. So here it's empty. So I want to make size, sorry, not size, the index equal. Now, so we want to work not the value but the index. So if the index find in the second string, so we return true. Otherwise, if the index not find, we return false. So I think in C++, when we don't find the index, return something pops or something, the method or keyword. I don't remember what, but I think like that. So we don't. So the index not find in C++. So let's see the index not find in C++. So this is the n boss. So we just for element, oh sorry, for character. Okay, so here we want to start our condition and check. So if the index equal to so if we don't find the index, so case, let's make this here. So case don't find the index. Okay, so the index should equal to string and boss. So we directly return false. And by the way, the function return true. Now, okay, so we check that the index not find, so the element not find, return false. Okay, but let's see. So also we want to remove the element when the first check. For example, if the element found in the second string, we want to remove this element. Okay, for example, if we find the s in the first element or the first string, sorry, so we want to remove. So how to remove a character from the string? Remove string in C++. I think is dot remove. I don't remember. So it erase. Okay, erase. So we have the string and the character. For example, okay, I understand. Now, let's go to this. So, for example, if the character found, so this is the case. Now, if the character found, we want to t dot erase. So here we just pass the index and we want just one character. So this means that one character. If we want to remove two characters, we can add two. But here we just focus to remove the character found in the second string. Okay. So let before submit or run check. So I want to loop get the character and return the index. So if the index return, here we want to remove the index or the character we find in the second string. The case of the not found, so if the index equal to string dot endPos, so that's endPos mean the index not found, and index not found. And we want to remove to start the like to start the operation for the from the second string until we complete all the string or get the false or the so the false is the result when the character not found on the second string. So let's run the solution. Okay, so semicolon. Okay. What is the erase, not erase. So let's run. So erase to remove the element. So the first solution is correct. The first case correct, but the second. Okay, so what is the problem? Your output is true. Okay. So I think the if index to contain e, if index equal so I think the index not fine C++. Something is not correct. Okay, so find the character. Text not fine. Okay, so see how. So it may be std. Let's check again. So see the same. So ft fine. Character string in C++. Let's see. Okay. Also okay. So let here return, so for character in S, so if equal return else, let's make return true. And we want to erase but I think my solution is first. So let us ask ChatGPT what is the problem, or Gemini. So what is wrong in this solution? So let's see what is wrong in this solution. String contains, okay, so dot find not contains. So syntax type contains not index. Okay, return okay. So find it return it does not okay. So you need to use find. So here to return the index, the find method to check the character exists in the string or not, and return the index. So I just confuse between find and contains. So let's run now. When here erase. So now it accepts. So the method I just implemented before contains, it does not return the index of the element found in the second string. Also, we can add, let me, the length. So for example, if the length of the first string not the same as the second string, we can return direct false. Sorry, yes, false. I want to go here, so make another condition. If the s dot length not equal to t second return false. Let's check now. Sorry, here length g t h t h. So the length size of string in C++, let's see. Both, okay, so text size. So I think the same. What is the problem? S dot okay, not equal. the so let's make the size, and here we just so for as string. Okay, so s dot t not equal to t dot size. So I just add this, but so no member name, but return. Okay, let's if we want to make in the first stop of the code. So the first case, okay, so this, what's the problem? So first we want to check the size or the length of the string, and if does not match, return direct false. So this is my solution that's submitted. Okay, so the time is 35 milliseconds and the memory consumed at 107 megabytes. So I think another hint first is brute force solution will be okay. Give it a string and check for the okay. The second is string, and we can just consider maintain of the frequency of the character. So this is my solution for this problem. I try to think about the other solution and other hints and see how I can optimize my solution. So thank you for watching for this video, the third video from the playlist of challenge with myself. So don't forget to subscribe my channel and like the video. Thank you for watching.